Welcome to a new edition of the Christie Taylor Show. I'm your host, Christie Taylor, and you're here inside the Taylor Tilton Hour. Welcome to our new market, Mobile, Alabama. Thank you so much for joining us, along with Memphis, Chattanooga, Rome, Georgia, Florence, and yes, Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you all for being a part of our growing community. As a matter of fact, we are looking forward to some new and exciting things throughout the region. And of course, you can always learn more about me. Just go to ChristieTaylorOnline.com. Now, of course, on today, we have a very special guest. And I really want to let you all know that we have exciting things that are happening in the Memphis community and throughout the entire region. And our very special guest on today, Jermiah McCray. He is the founder of the Brotherhood Showcase, bringing awareness of community issues to address the needs through networking and community building while forging a new Memphis one step at a time. Now, the primary purpose and focus is the male perspective in the community to bring back the family structure as the core value of strength. Now, they place a strong emphasis on repairing, rehabilitation, and establishing families by making our communities whole. Now, their focus is also on bridging the gaps between ethnic backgrounds in the city, working together to offer solutions to build better communities through a diversified committee. The Brotherhood Showcase will be addressing key issues that plague our communities, such as poverty, crime, hunger, disease, education, substance abuse, and spiritual guidance. And it's going to be a really big event that's happening. And he is here, Mr. McCray, to tell us all about it. Welcome to the Christie Taylor Show.
Hey, how you doing, Christy?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm super excited to have you here. And I know for many, many years, people in Memphis have enjoyed a lot of women-centric organizations and events and showcases throughout the city. And this is a really big shift that what you're doing. But before we get into the Brotherhood Showcase, I would like to get to know you just a little bit better.
Okay.
First of all, are you from Memphis? If not, what brought you to the city?
Well, no, originally I'm from a town called Blytheville, Arkansas. Um, I moved to the city when I was 12 years old. My granddad passed, and my mom decided to move us to Memphis for better opportunities. So I moved to Memphis. I was a seventh grader at Airways. It was Airways Junior High back then. So I got here, attended Airways Junior High. I was an athlete. So played basketball for 2 years there,
Mhm.
and moved from Airways Junior High over to Memphis University School, which is an all boys private school off of Park and Ridgeway. I was able to attend that school off of scholarship because I was an athlete. So, um, attending that school, I was able to develop educational wise and just core values and fundamentals and principles of life and serving, community service, what it means to have discipline and that sort of thing. So, but mainly I was an athlete. I played basketball year round. I played with the likes of Lorenzen Wright,
Wow.
AAU. Yeah, we played for our organization, the YMCA. So did a lot of traveling with basketball back then. So that's a little bit about me.
All right. Well, to know that you're an athlete that also had an opportunity to gain a strong academic foundation with some core values, I see is influencing even some of the decisions that you're making today. Post graduation, what industry did you move into that has also encouraged you in this vein?
Well, I've been in the medical field since I was 19.
Mhm.
Right now, I've been a medical assistant, phlebotomist. Right now, I am a medical technologist, medical lab technician, and I test blood and other body fluids all day for the doctors.
Okay.
And so when you go to the doctor or hospital and they send that blood work or whatever to us, I'm on the other end of that testing the,
Wow.
the sample and giving the results to the doctors. That's what I do.
So, a life of service, I see that emerging from your life. How important has faith been as well to all that you do in the community?
It's everything,
Mhm.
everything. I mean, I can make a long spiel about it, but for me, God is everything. He's the beginning of everything in my life. So everything that I do is through Him, by Him. So is very important in what I do, and mainly the reason I do what I do, to be honest with you. So
Now, I know that the Brotherhood Showcase, this is his first year that's going to be happening here in 2022.
yes.
What have you been involved in community wise that has led to this particular showcase? What organizations, what community outreach have you been participating in?
Yes, I participated in food drives and giveaways with Memphis University School, actually, to be honest with you, where cars would be lined up at the school and we would be giving away food and baskets and all that sort of thing. I also am partnered up with A Better Day Learning Academy.
Mhm.
And, we have after school programs there to where they have STEM program, tutoring, things of that nature. I've participated in different clubs. I was part of the Camaro Club at one point, and we would do food drives and food giveaways and donate clothes and just different things like that. So I've done a variety of things as far as giving back to the community.
Now, did you say the Camaro Club?
Yes. At one point, not now, not current, but at one point, yes.
What was your fascination? Do you have a strong fascination with sports cars, and how has that played into your community outreach as well?
Well, actually, I don't have a fascination with sports cars, but um, this is going to be interesting. I guess I was a Transformer fan when I was a kid, so the Camaro came out. It was
Yes.
introduced in a Transformers movie, and I saw it, and I said, I'm going to get that for my graduation present. So that's what I did.
Oh, you know something? I'm also a Transformers, Marvel comic, DC comic. So, yes, yeah, you're amongst friends. You're amongst friends. So
Okay.
now I do know that it has been duly noted that Memphis has some social ills that plague our community, and particularly African Americans, and more
Yes.
specifically Black men. What
Yes.
are your thoughts on that? Like some of the root causes that you see has brought us to this time?
Well, everything to me is a domino effect.
Mhm.
Um, with African American men, there's a statistic out there that says that I think it's 74 or 75% of African American children are born out of wedlock.
Mm.
That
Mm.
is a huge statistic and number for me. With African American men having children young and not being able to go to college, or now you're entering the workforce without any type of skill or trade or anything like that. Though that tends to not work well, and they end up having babies young and end up on child support and things like that. And then it's a domino effect. So then now you're having financial woes and problems. And now you need to do something else to try to supplement your income as a male, because you can't go to school, and you're paying child support, or you've gotten yourself in trouble now. You've gotten a felony or something like that.
Right.
And you need to get yourself in order, and you can't. And you just one domino effect after the other. Now you're in the system as a felony. You have child support. Your driver's license are gone, and that's that piece.
It's such a vicious cycle because, of course, we know Memphis is not isolated in that story, because it's happening all across this country. And I know that we've tried, because we're a predominantly Black city. Many people don't know that we have a very high population, densely populated African American community. Depending on what records you're looking at, it's anywhere between 60 to 70% or 75.
Yes.
So how has the fact that we are a densely Black populated city helped, or I should say helped or hindered progress when it comes to Black men? Just in your personal opinion.
Well, I don't know if the city itself has hindered as much as we are trying to bring the resources under one roof to where the people who need the help can get it and know where it is. And it's tangible. And at least one time a year, it's going to be tangible on the one roof to where you can actually touch it and feel it. And it's just not someone talking about it,
Okay.
actual help. So as a community, I feel that we have a responsibility to reach out to help, but those people that need help actually need to reach back for it and grab it. So it's a commitment by both sides and both parties.
Now, of course, for many, many years, the late Tina Burchett had the Sisterhood Showcase, and after her
Yeah.
passing, I think her daughter did 1 or 2 years. But I think it's almost been a decade since there was a showcase that was focused on Black people, more specifically Black women. Of course, you have these other citywide events at the Agri Center. So, how did you feel when you started pulling this together? And what has been the community response when they found out that you were going to do a brotherhood showcase?
Oh well, the response has been tremendous. I tell you, the overwhelming response is, man, it's about time. That's the main response, that somebody's actually doing something for the men, and not just the African American community. This is a diverse event that's very important to us. This is for all the men of the city of Memphis, and we haven't had anything like this in the city of Memphis of this magnitude, that's inviting everyone: Hispanic, Latino, Caucasian, African American, Chinese, whatever you identify as. So the response has been tremendous because it's needed for a lot of different reasons.
Now, of course, let me kind of give them an idea that the Brotherhood Showcase, and then you say, save the date, October the 14th and the 15th. And this is going to be at the Agri Center International. And for those who are here, of course, that's off Walnut Grove. And this is the first year, brought to you by Power Media Solutions and M&M Financial and Creative Solutions. And I'm also glad to say that, in addition to your many, many sponsors, that I'm also wanting to make sure as a media partner that we get the message out. What can we expect in October? I know we're in April. This scheme seems a little early to start talking about it. But why are you deciding now to let people know that this is happening?
Mainly because we want to get it out there, because an event like this has never happened in the city of Memphis. So we needed to start early to get the word out. But what they can expect is, on that Friday, the Friday is more of a day of, I guess, community repair and helps. We're going to have a lot of things out there, like the job fair, the health fair. The vendors are going to be out there. A lot of entertainment and fun. We have a kids zone for the children to be in. Entertainers. We have a wide variety of entertainers, violinists, groups. The Red Velvet will be there. So we're going to have fun also. It's going to be a family event. Also, we want the women to come to support the men, bring your children. We want this to be an overall event for family. From a male's perspective.
From a male perspective. Now, let's talk about that male perspective when it comes to community and family. We hear a lot of times what women have to say, and I think we all should be vocal. So this is an opportunity for you to give us the male perspective. What exactly is that?
Well, the Brotherhood Showcase stance is this. We're trying to rehabilitate males that need that. If you're strong already and you just need to network, we're trying to do that. We're trying to make the men strong, because we believe that if the man is strong and he's able to support himself and his family, his wife and his children, then that's the building block. That's the cornerstone of a community. And if we can make our families whole, then our communities are built from that, and then our communities will be whole. So we're trying to get the men back engaged to being those family men and have a presence in this community to build the entire city up.
Jermiah, as you're speaking, a question comes to my mind. Can you share with us a man in your life that shaped and really built you into who you are? Who would you say really stands out in your memory?
Well, I have so many now. So you can't put me
You
on the
have
spot.
time. You have time.
But I'll start with my granddad.
Ooh, yeah.
Henry Pulley. My granddad was a community man. He was a businessman. My family come from entrepreneurship. We were farmers. My uncles were farmers. come from like maybe like 3 or 4 generations of farmers. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's where I get my drive from. That's where I get my being from. That's where I get my inner core from. My
Mm-hmm.
granddad, my family, my mother, and people like that in my inner circle. But after that, sports, my coaches were very instrumental in my life. The late coach Jerry Peters
Mm.
at MUS was very instrumental in my life. I had other coaches that were also that were instrumental in my life, but Coach Jerry Peters gave me some lifelong lessons, learning how to deal with adversity. And
Okay.
Memphis is suffering some adversity right now, so that he was very instrumental in my fiber and being.
Wow, that's powerful, to have, as you say, a grandfather, to have coaches. And of course, I know that means that you also lend yourself to mentoring. Um, are there
Yes.
any stories that you can share with us of maybe some young men that you have had a chance to touch their lives as well?
Well, when it comes to that, I'm kind of like I do it as I go. I say this to kids: all kids are mine,
Hmm. Hmm.
because all kids are God's. So when I meet children, whether they be male or female, actually, but especially young men, I tend to talk to them on the spot. I may not ever see them again, actually, but for that 5 minutes or 10 minutes that I'm able to talk to them, I give them as much as I can in that time period. So I was able to influence people, young guys to go back to school, get GEDs, get back in college, turn them on to my field, which a lot of people don't know about medical technology, give them other avenues that they're not used to having. So I've done
Hmm.
that quite a bit. Just
Wow.
encouraging words. Some of them just need to be encouraged to know that they can do it and not
Hmm.
be told that they can't do it or
Hmm.
they're nothing or something like that.
I
Positive.
like the fact that you spoke to the fact that whether it's a 5 minute exchange, and I think even in our communities, the village that we grew up in, oftentimes, 20, 30, 40 years ago, it could be just a moment. It could be just a pat. It could just be a come here, daughter, come here, and they just say a word and drop something in your, as a, old folks you say, in your spirit.
That's right.
Just drop something, that seed that can then later germinate and mature and hopefully guide you when certain decisions. What are some of the challenging experiences that you have had as a man, that you can share, that oftentimes you pull from when you're encouraging other young people and older people in life?
Well, in the city of Memphis, the main problem I've had is avenues.
Hmm.
Knowing as many people that I've known in this city, being an athlete in this city, and I just know so many people, and still it's been a very challenging thing to network here.
Hmm.
And to have hope here that you can actually get something done in Memphis, and that is a piece here. I think that's not being recognized. We're losing a lot of talent here. Our talent pool is drifting to other cities. They're going to Atlanta, Dallas, all these different cities. We're losing our talent pool. So um, rather than leaving, I felt like
Hmm.
I should stay. I don't want to join the rest of the flight
Hmm.
and leave. So I wanted to stay and try to tackle that piece of providing opportunity.
Hmm.
And that's been the biggest deal for most of our men here. Opportunity. And it doesn't matter your race, really. And just
Right.
opportunity. You may have a business. You don't have to necessarily be on the lower end of this, or I'll call it this side of the spectrum, because I don't like to use top and bottom. I'll say this side of the spectrum, to where you need a GED or something. You can be right here in the middle where you have a business and you need to
Hmm.
network, and you just absolutely don't know who you need to talk to.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so you're struggling in the city and you want to leave. So we're trying to change that. We're
And
trying
that's
to
one of the
change.
things that's going to be happening. The Brotherhood Showcase, October the 14th and the 15th at the Agri Center International. Of course, it is an opportunity for men of all diversity, of all diverse backgrounds, to come together and, as you say, get the assistance, the support, the fun, the networking on the Friday and the Saturday. Now, you talked about the Friday. What are some of the things that we can expect on Saturday, when it comes
Well,
to the Brotherhood Showcase?
Saturday is going to be more of a day of entertainment.
Okay.
The vendors are going to be there both days. They're going to be there both days, the full time. Saturday, of course, we're going to have our DJs there. We'll start with the Kids Zone. The Kids Zone is going to be, we're trying to put that together, bouncers, video games, cotton candy. We're going to have some speakers there. We're going to have some kids there chaperoning from Memphis University School to chaperone that area. We're going to have entertainment that's sort of kind of passing through the showcase that day, as well as entertainment going on in the amphitheater, because we have the amphitheater there. So we're going to have a fashion show, comedy show, and maybe some more surprises.
All right, surprises. I see you. I say he's holding back. He's holding back, but we have some surprises. Now, as you've okay, now we're in April. This is going to be happening in October. What are some of the other things that we can, of course, the website, the social media, how can people begin now to support the upcoming Brotherhood Showcase?
Okay. Well, you can go to the brotherhoodshowcase.com. That's our website. And we have several opportunities there. We have for businesses and advertising with us, actually, and affordable sponsorship opportunities. So you can get $20 hyperlinks if you have a website you want to direct your clients to from our website. We have $25 business card ads. We have different levels of sponsorships that you can sign up for. You can also donate with the donate button on the main screen there. We are a 501c3 company, so it is tax deductible. You also can contact us on Instagram at the Brotherhood Showcase. Instagram at the Brotherhood Showcase. We're also on Twitter, THE lowercase underscore capital BHSC on Twitter, and Facebook. You can like our charity page actually on Facebook. That would help us out. That's the Brotherhood Showcase.
I really like this. And I know I'm slightly familiar with the fact that some of the outreach opportunities over the next couple of months will really put you in the community. Can you share some of the opportunities that also, if someone's out in the community, that they can show up and support as well?
Well, everything is like a moving part right now. We should be having some stuff coming up in the U.S. actually to do more giveaways, because we're always doing giveaways there. We're in talks with MIFA and some other charitable organizations, because we're looking to possibly give some food away and things like that. So we're in talks with several different charitable organizations, even some things with light bills and things like that. So
this is
if
good.
you want to contribute to that sort of thing, we're always taking donations for that, and you can earmark donations for that if you like. And
so it sounds like to me, if you are watching this today or watching the replay, you want to make sure, even if you're not in Memphis, but you feel like this is a worthy cause, the Brotherhood Showcase, be sure to go to the Brotherhood Showcase website. Also follow them on their social media. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and learn more about this amazing opportunity for diverse brothers, all make the models, like they said, all makes and models like a car. The Brotherhood Showcase. You want to save the date, October the 14th and 15th, 2022. You are cordially invited to the Agri Center International, Walnut Grove, right here in Memphis, Tennessee. This is the first year, and we are looking forward to being able to support the Brotherhood Showcase and to support all the great work. And I want to make sure that I note as we present this that Power Media Solutions, M&M Financial, Creative Solutions, they are presenting this. Also, a shout out to the Agri Center. And of course, you can learn more about all the other sponsors by going to the Brotherhood Showcase website. Before we go, I know, you have talked about how, what this is about, but what really sparked in your heart to take this on? Because this is a big event that you're doing. What sparked the desire to do this? What was the moment?
Well, I'm going to answer this truthfully and heartfully. When I looked around in the city as a male and as a man, I didn't see anything for men here. I saw so many events for women. Southern Women's Conference, Sisterhood Showcase, this Women Empowerment event, that Women Empowerment event. And I saw the men in this city either leaving or falling behind tremendously. And it was even, I had trouble even keeping up. And I have a lot of different skill sets. And I said, you know what, Lord, I want to do something that's bigger than me, that'll swallow me up and just serve the community. And the Brotherhood Showcase came up to my mind. And this showcase is bigger than any one person. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than any one group. This is a community event. It's for the community. It's to serve the community. So I'm happy about it. It makes me feel good, to actually do something that's for other people. I have a servant heart. So, yeah.
Wow. So I hear in you, the fact that, and we do have a grand city. It's a good southern city or a big town, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people,
Great city.
know that we are currently in a Memphis 3.0 phase where so much of the city is being rejuvenated, and we're reimagining 901. We're reimagining what this region can be. And I'm so grateful to you, Jermiah, that you are also helping us reimagine what brotherhood can be across racial and cultural lines. So salute to you, salute to your team, and any way that we can further assist you over the next coming months as we lead up to October the 14th and the 15th. And just want to make sure, once again, the Brotherhood Showcase, save the date, October the 14th and 15th. This is the first year. And this is a tremendous undertaking that I'm very, very happy to say is happening right here in Memphis, Tennessee. Any last words?
Yes, actually, I just want to invite everyone. I want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable. The Latino community, Caucasian community, it doesn't matter. We need everyone to come out and support this event and act fellowship with one another. We need the unity in this city to take the city of Memphis to the next level. And I believe that's the start of it. Us uniting.
Yes. And to that, I say amen and amen. All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Jermiah McCray, for being a guest here on the Christie Taylor Show. And once again, if you ever need me, just let me know. Thank you all for checking us out today. Be sure to stay tuned. We have within the Taylor Tilton Hour. Coming up next is Tina Tilton's The Blend. Thank you all so very much.
Girlfriend know we're here? Yeah, she.
The system had one intention: to put us in prison. It's just that simple.